All right, everybody, go get your overalls out, get your shovels, get your tractors, because we're gonna put you onto this farming. There's a new farming project that's launching soon. But before we get into that, let's talk about farming for those that may not know what farming is.
Yeehaw.
Yo, we need to get like some John Deere tractors in the NFT car club game.
So I'm going to ask you some questions.
Yes, sir.
What am I farming? What is it that am I farming, like fruits and vegetables? Am I farming?
No. Okay, so farming in DeFi. Okay, so let's backtrack a little bit. So DeFi is where a lot of people think that they're going to jump into DeFi, jump into one coin, and just get rich. Not to say that that has never happened, because it has. But the real way that you're going to make money in DeFi is by farming.
Okay, so now let me ask you a question.
I will explain what farming is, but
yes, okay.
You have experience in farming.
I do.
And what do you think about farming in the DeFi?
Well, I think let's dive into what the difference is with like DeFi and traditional crypto real quick, right? So traditional crypto is typically a token that has some kind of tokenomics, and they promise a utility that will be functional in the real world. For example, XRP with banking, like making partnerships with different types of banks and big financial industries, and that's their utility, right? Where it was created on the blockchain and it was meant to be used in the real world. Now, DeFi is tokens that are created on the blockchain as well, but their utility remains on the blockchain for the most part. And most of their utility comes from, I want to say in layman's terms, like the community.
Yeah, so farming, like this explained, you're going to, provide liquidity, meaning, pairing up like one coin, like for example, BNB on the Binance Smart Chain Network,
Yes,
for example.
Yes.
And then like with Dizzy token. And for doing that, guess what? You're going to get rewarded maybe with more Dizzy token or maybe BUSD or whatever the reward may be.
Whatever it is.
So that in a nutshell is farming. And I'm telling you guys right now, there's so much money to be made farming that it's not even
Lambo money.
I swear, it's like literally like Lambo money. I mean, there's people out there that are making what, 20, 30, 40, 50, up to 100
and more.
And more.
There's some dudes out there. There's some dudes out there that are making like $1 million a day.
A day, guys.
Which is
like
ridiculous.
I get it. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, there's people that are afraid of like the crypto world and DeFi and may not understand this, but do your research because it could pay off.
Shoot, I make like, $200-300 a day off of farming. I ain't balling like those guys, but $200-300. That's money
day,
not everybody makes it.
That's,
I make $200-300 a day.
There's a saying that you're not a real entrepreneur until you're making money while you sleep.
Yeah, so I make money while I sleep.
Yeah,
so I'm an entrepreneur.
Yeah, we're all entrepreneurs in the crypto.
Because the banking industry ain't giving you no money. If you could have $100,000 in the bank, and you ain't gonna make nothing. Probably
no.
Probably
I mean,
what $300 a year.
Yeah, what they're gonna give you back, they're making more on their end, and then it's like here's this small little crumb percentage for lending us your money.
Exactly.
Which is crazy.
So in a nutshell, in the DeFi space, if you find the right project, then you can farm, which is you provide liquidity and you follow their protocol, whatever it is that they have to offer. Read the white paper. Definitely read the white paper to understand how everything works on whatever project you're looking at, and then follow suit. See what's going to work best for you. Have a strategy, have a plan, and if you could apply yourself to it, you will definitely make some good monies.
100%.
And I don't know what happened there.
and please, guys, like this is not financial advice. Always do your own research. Because don't get me wrong, like me and Diz have, there's projects that may not be legit and you may get rugged. And what that means is that they're going to pull like the liquidity, run off with the money, and everybody got screwed. They lost money.
They'll tell you, hey, provide liquidity, and then they take your liquidity.
Yeah. So you definitely want to do your research. And honestly, like, for example, one of the projects that we're in right now is EMP. And that thing is printing money every single day.
Let me pull up their site.
All right. So here we have EMP. Right now the total value locked is $7 million. This is a cool project. because there's 3 ways of pretty much like farming, right? So if you go over to farm, there's 2 liquidities that you could provide: eShare and BNB, and then you also have EMP and Ethereum.
Yep.
And honestly, like, I forget what it was, but like right now things are down because Bitcoin, it's messing up the party. But you were making up to like 10, 11, 12% a day.
I think I started making like 40% or when 50% a day, something ridiculous. That's when I got in.
It's crazy.
And then it went down, and it's slowly gone down. But the good thing about it is if you get in at the right time, or even if you don't, and if it's a solid project, and even if you can make 1% a day on your money, you're not going to make that off of any banking institution out there. You will never make 1% on your money.
No, not at all. And that's the thing. Make sure you're in a right project that you believe in, because I mean, we're in it. Things are down right now, but we know it's gonna pick up for sure.
Yep.
So this is just one example, but the farm that we want to talk about today, which is launching on February 3rd on Thursday.
Potentially. Yes.
Because it just got delayed. It was supposed to come out when
on Tuesday. I know
on
Tuesday. So yeah, whatever day was Tuesday.
So it's supposed to come out on Tuesday, but now it's coming out on Thursday, February 3rd. Let's go over what this farm is, and
let's talk about the origin of it, right? So the origin comes from the creators of Drip Network, and Drip Network created they also have their Mainer farm. And let me tell you guys a little something about this network, the Drip Network. So there's people who've been in there. I actually bought in when they launched. I believe it was last summer of 2021, and there was I didn't see the potential of the project. I kind of messed up, and I sold too early, got in, got out. And later to find out that the people who followed the steps and played protocol, some people make $3,000 a day, $10,000 a day, $15,000. And again, not everyone's making this money, but if you follow suit and you do things right and you don't have paper hands, the cards right, and the project is real, the people behind it are real, you will make money. So the people behind the Mainer farm and the Drip Network, let me just show you guys. Drip was the one that I actually purchased, and this got listed, it looks like, in December over on CoinGecko. But I remember it being a few bucks, and it hit an all-time high of $173.86.
Whoa!
Yeah, and I sold that probably like at $3-4 or whatever.
Oh,
it was at,
this
$15 maybe. I don't know.
Oh no!
Paper hands,
as I call it, lettuce hands.
Dang. But yeah, lettuce hands. But now we're gonna talk about the animal farm. So all right, guys. So this is what you're gonna check out. Check out the animal farm, right? And it literally the website is the animal farm.
No, the animal.farm.
The animal.farm. I'm dyslexic. All right, man. So the animal.farm, and you can, dive right into this website. It's launching the upcoming few days, 4 days.
February 3rd. Yep. On
so
Thursday.
Check it out. What I highly recommend is that you look at the white paper, because that's going to explain everything to you. All right.
We cannot stress this enough. Always read the white paper.
Always read the white paper. And I'm not going to dive heavily into it, but like what we explained about EMP and eShares, just in a nutshell, you can pair a token with a, more popular token out there. In this case, I believe that this farm is going to use their own native token and BUSD. Or
if you actually check out the farm, it'll show you what farms and pairs that they're gonna have on the farms.
Yep. So you guys can check it out, but definitely go through the white paper meticulously. Like, go through it in depth. Do not skip a step. Understand it. Read it. They put enough information out there that you can see how you're going to make money, right? And the name of the game in this is get there first. If you get there first, you're probably going to win, right? Some folk are making on that network, still making $50,000, $60,000 a day.
Crazy.
This is the beginning of the animal.farm, the animal farm. And I dove into it. I kind of have a strategy, which I'm not going to share because I am not 100% sure that my strategy is the best. So I don't want to mislead anyone. But I have a strategy based off of what I'm doing in other farms. But this does show you here that they are part of a drip partnership, and you will be able to stake some of your drip with BUSD and provide liquidity. And you'll be able to make some pretty cool incentives, which is going to be what tokens they have to offer. So, and we're sharing this because this is far beyond the, you know, like crypto boom, or let's ride the wave of Bitcoin going to 100K, which one day we believe it will go to 100K.
Facts.
This is more about what do you do in those times when you don't feel like you're going to make money because the whole entire market is down.
The
it's
bear
red.
market.
It's a bloody market, right?
Yeah.
Like, what do you do? Well, you got to find projects that have real utility, and then you're going to read first.
Yeah.
And then make a wise decision whether or not you want to invest.
And for those of you guys that might be new to farms jumping in, so remember, if you get in like very, very early, you're going to have a juicy APR or APY where you're going to be printing so much money. But keep in mind that once more money keeps pouring into these liquidity pools, those APRs are going to go down because that's just the nature of farming. But you get in early enough, you're going to be printing some serious paper.
Yes.
All right, so let's jump into the animal.farm farms. Here we have a couple of pairs. I mean, if you go down, there's a lot of pairs that are in this farm.
All these possibilities.
Yes.
And guys, by the way that you provide liquidity on these farms, first is on PancakeSwap, which is the Binance network.
Binance Smart Chain Network.
Binance Smart Chain Network.
Yes, sir.
Place to be. So that's where you would have to go. There's actually a tab up top where you'll see trade or
liquidity,
and then you can click on liquidity, and it's almost self-explanatory of how you combine it. Then you have to go back onto the website, and then you would be able to add it from your wallet. So that's a little advanced if you haven't been into any farms or anything like that, but
yeah,
you can YouTube that.
Yeah. So like again, I'll tell you guys personally my strategy, which might not be the best, so don't take this as advice. But what I will be doing is farming these three right here, which earns you pigs. And all three of them earn you pigs. And then if you look at the website, there's a little section called Pig Pen. And if you scroll down, this is where I'm going to stake my pigs.
That's going to earn you what?
BUSD.
A stable coin.
Like, come on, guys. Like
you're making dollar for dollar here.
You're making dollar for dollar. And again, remember, I cannot stress this enough. If you get in early enough, you're going to produce high APR. You're going to be printing.
Making the monies.
So imagine having a printer at home that prints actual money.
I don't want to say that I've ever had one because that would be counterfeit money. But this is in the blockchain.
Yo, I'm telling like this is crazy. So we're personally going to go into this project.
I'm in it to win it. Waiting, the days are counting. I have it on my calendar.
Yes.
I have an alarm clock set.
Yeah, same.
I have a ticker.
Same. Because, again, we want to get in early.
Yeah. I trained my dog to bark at me twice a day of.
Just to wake you up.
Just to
so you can farm.
So I'd be like, oh, he barked at me twice. Boom. Get in.
Just so you can farm.
I'm farming.
So is Kobe like the farming dog?
He's an Aussie Doodle mix.
Yeah, but I like it.
Maybe
the farming
I'll grab
dog.
him and we can show him.
Yeah, so, all right. So, yeah, that's it for the animal.farm. Again, do your own research. Browse through. Like, we don't want to dive too deep into this.
Yes.
I will say there's also another option in case if you don't want to provide liquidity, which is pools. And what that means is you can stake single coins instead of, like, combining them. So here, like, dogs or Wrapped BNB or BUSD. But I'm more of a liquidity provider because I feel like that's what's going to strengthen the project as well.
Yeah, if you believe in it, do your research on the team, do your research on the prior projects that they've been involved in and the success that they've had, and you can join their telegrams, you can just follow them along on any platform they are, and just the testimonies. There's people out there. I was watching a YouTube video the other day, and a lady said, I went from being Bitcoin poor to drip rich.
Ooh.
Bars.
Wow.
But I'm not a rapper. Bars.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it goes to show how this can actually change some people's lives because a lot of people are following whatever mainstream media. I don't know if I said it right. Sounds right.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, all right. I'm dyslexic again. They follow whatever they see on the news or whatever the hype is behind. So they're like, oh, let me get in this. Oh, let me get in that. Let me get in this because everyone else is talking about it because it's trending. Those are the people that lose their money first.
Yeah.
And stay Bitcoin poor.
Yeah. And listen, Bitcoin, this is the thing. Bitcoin is one of the coins that I don't even bother looking at because I just have it stored on a ledger because I'm not worried about it. I'm like, this is more of like a, for me personally, it's like 10, 15, 20 years.
Yeah, me too. I'm not looking at my Bitcoin.
Unfortunately, there's a lot of people thinking that, all right, I'm going to jump into Bitcoin right now. I'm going to be rich.
Yeah, no, if you do the math, like you can probably, even if Bitcoin 10x's from here, you're only going to 10x whatever you could afford to put in. You're not going to buy a whole Bitcoin at this point unless if you're a big institution or, a big whale in the space. But if you're looking at potentially 20, 30, 40x your money, DeFi and these projects.
Yeah, I mean, for all we know, what if the animal farm 100x's?
Lambo. well, for me, it's Porsche.
So that's what we have for you guys today, talking about farms. We're going to let Dizzy take over and talk about one of his passions, which is vehicles. Carritos. What is the car of the day, Diz?
Carritos. Some people I'm going to say Carritos. It's actually something that's really dope. Just give a shamelessly drop to NFT Car Club because this is one of the vehicles on there is a Toyota Supra. This is a 2022 Toyota Supra. So tell you guys a little about this vehicle. Beautiful vehicle as well. If you can't see it, you can look it up online. You see, I dropped that in there. All right, but it is a 2022 0 to 60 in 3.9 seconds. This bad boy has a 3.0 liter. Okay. Twin scroll single turbo inline 6-cylinder engine. That means this is the smoothest ride as you're going to get. On automatic, it has 8 gears. So you're literally going to just shift through, I think, every 15 to 20 miles per hour or so. It'll hit a new gear, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but we can look that up as well. This one's top speed is 155 miles per hour. It's a lightweight car. It does have 382 horsepower. I will race it with my Dodge Charger. I will race that with my 67 Dodge Charger, and I'll probably smoke it on a track. Probably. So I got 474 horsepower in my bad boy. So there's a high possibility. We'll put pause on it.
But let's put a little respect on the Supra.
I'm put respect on the Supra. I didn't say all that to trash talk the Supra. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. But the Supra is a dope vehicle. And what I like most about this car is the fact that the price point, the starting price point of this is around 55K.
Yeah.
Aesthetically pleasing. It's a reliable vehicle. I mean, who's known someone who had a Toyota for like 300,000 miles? I definitely met a few folk from where I'm from.
Oh, yeah.
So it's definitely like a dope car to own and aspire to have. I mean, if I can have that in my collection, I would.
And guys, if you guys can't buy this in real life, you guys can purchase one on nftcarclub.io. Just saying. Just throwing it out there. Again, remember, so once you mint a car, like you can't really pick it, but you could just keep minting until you get your Toyota Supra.
That's it. I like that. I like that plan.
Yeah, great plan.
Cool, man. Well, that's what we got.
I think that's all. That's it, right? We're good?
Good in the hood. Just remember, guys, look for other ways to make money. We're going to bring you as much value as we can with whatever we see that's happening in the crypto space and also in vehicles. So stay tuned, and we will bring some more fire for you guys.
Definitely. And for those of you guys that are either watching on YouTube, we're also on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. So if you guys are listening from the podcast, we appreciate you guys.
I'm start doing my radio voice.
So thank you guys for tuning in. We'll catch you guys on the next episode.
Peace.
Peace.